All right, it's your boy Spank Dog, aka Pufferstein, at YouTube. Like, comment, share, subscribe. You already know. I could use the help too, especially since I cover politics. They don't give you a push when you cover politics. But anyway, this is part two to the walk from Wyckoff to Knickerbocker. That's one of the blocks that I used to chill on when I was younger. Big shout out to the whole OU crew. You know what I'm saying? You know, my closest friend from that block is my man Piena. You know what I'm saying? Me and him had a little falling out. I haven't talked to him in a long time. But I love him, you know what I'm saying? And whatever happened, I don't really give a shit about it. You know what I'm saying? If he sees this, man, I don't that shit is dumb to me, and there's no way in the world we should have not talked for this long. And for anything I contributed to whatever happened, I apologize. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I got memories from that block, man. Big shout out to Mike. Big shout out to June. Big shout out to Gato. Big shout out to Miguel. Big shout out to just everybody from over there. Big shout out to the whole OU team. You know what I'm saying? You know? Yeah, man. This whole strip, man. All this, man. Shit, man. I got memories all through here, man. There's projects over there. I remember one time being in the projects and anyway, I ain't gonna start story boxing, man, because some of the stories are a little wild, and I don't want to get no, you violated community guidelines type stuff right now. I'll tell you guys everything coming soon. I'm gonna make sure that I'm able to tell you guys all the stories, and not get in trouble at the same time. You know what I'm saying? I want to tell the other stories, but it don't make no sense if they take my channel from me. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, this is Myrtle. It's Myrtle Avenue, man. This is not Myrtle Avenue in Ridgewood. This is headed to Bushwick. This is the Myrtle Avenue trip to Knickerbocker. This is really in real life. This is Bushwick, man. I've hung out on every block in this neighborhood. Literally, there's a couple of blocks that I didn't hang out like that on, but for the most part, I've hung out all through this place, man. There's times I was gonna fight right here. Ran into dudes. I remember running into somebody I had beef with right there, where the discount store is, the 99-cent store is. And I was on some like, yo, what's good? We're gonna get it popping. And the kid ain't want to fight. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man. And they're not all fighting memories. You get me? There's good memories, tons of them. You know? Yeah, man. Came here when I was 8. So what's that now? That's 42 years. And then I spent 3 of them in Bushwick, 8 in Bed-Stuy, and all the rest in Ridgewood. Check it out, y'all. You see that restaurant right there? It says New Apollo. Is that the one where they get the drinks at, Bugs? Yeah, I think that's where they be getting the drinks at, New Apollo. Is there another one further up? I think there's the New Apollo 2 is further up, right? Yeah, I think there's 2 of them. I'm not sure though. My little cousin, may he rest in peace. My little cousin and both my little cousins, my little cousin Nene, may he rest in peace, and my little cousin Jay used to go get the food from New Apollo. They used to be like, yo, what is it called? Chicharrón de pollo. They used to tell me, yo, they got the best chicharrón de pollo with fried rice you've ever tasted. It was pretty good too, though. I ain't on the front. Like I said, rest in peace, Nene, man. I love you, man. But yeah, we close now. This is where I shot The Energy. Go check out the music video on my channel called The Energy. It was shot right there by the train station, amongst other places. People know this. Look, there goes the Popeyes right there. Everybody knows this neighborhood. You know what I'm saying? I mean, most people in NYC or in Brooklyn or Queens, Got the Burger King coming up. I'm about to eat some Burger King. You know, let me get the bags. Yeah, man. I love Bushwick, man. Love Ridgewood. I love Bed-Stuy. I love NYC. You know, we had to walk like a mile already. You know what I'm saying? And by the time we walked back or whatever, it should have been at least like 2 miles. You know, mile and a half, the least. You know, and this is Knickerbocker. That's the police precinct right there. You know, this is the Burger King. This is famous. This Burger King's been here since I can remember. My father used to drive me to 308 in the morning. We would drive from Ralph over here to Knickerbocker, and then he would get us some sandwiches, and then he would take us to 308 on Lewis Avenue. But this Burger King's been here ever since I known. It might have been there before I was born. That's a fact. I remember it as far as my memory goes back. I remember it. But this Burger King is the spot. This is where we're gonna eat, huh? This is where we're gonna eat. Well, I was gonna say, you want to eat after? Yeah, whatever you think is best. Yeah. Probably gonna take a cab home. We're gonna take a cab home, I think. Or if we walk, I'm gonna have to maybe turn the jack off. I can't stay on forever. It makes things a little harder. I want to go to Five Below. I'm gonna buy me a Funko Pop, even though I have like 10,000 of them. Hold that for a second. Yeah, this is Knickerbocker, man. Everybody who never seen Knickerbocker Avenue, see Knickerbocker Avenue. That's where I shot the energy. We shot the music video right there. This is where Blue City used to be, but my wife told me they moved it further down. Blue City they got some fly gear. That's a fact. They got some fly gear in Blue City. Where is it, Lee?
Oh, it's like kind of down towards the end of Knickerbocker now.
Oh, what, going towards Hart Street?
Yeah.
All the way down there by Tony's Pizzeria? All right.
Check them out.
Yeah, my wife told me it's probably by Stanhope, like Stanhope. Big shout out to the dudes from Stanhope too, man. Big shout out to all the dudes from Stanhope and Irving. Well, I was gonna say, but yeah, if it's all the way down there, then we're going to Five Below right now anyway. You know what I'm saying? Five Below is a nice store. I like going to Five Below. It's simple. They got a Chipotle now on Knickerbocker. Oh man, forget about it. My father used to drop me off on Stockholm between Irving and Wyckoff when I was like 5 years old, so my grandmother could babysit me. I think it's 325 Stockholm. A lot of the OGs come from that block. And people know that block because of Marinello's, Wyckoff Heights Hospital. You know what I'm saying? That's Jimmy Jazz and Hyperactive. You get yourself some nice sneakers there, depending on what they got on deck. They drop Jordan releases, the Retro J's, I believe. So if you're trying to get them for retail, if you get there early, you could get them for retail sometimes. You go to the mom and pop stores, they charge you $300-400. You know, I'm actually on the prowl for a pair of J's. What size you wear, Boogaloo? Size 6. You know, but I'm trying to get something that's gonna be released coming soon. You know, she likes the new stuff. There goes Five Below right there. We about to step in there. When we step in there, I'm gonna cut the camera off though. As much as I would like to show you the merchandise in Five Below, you know, I have a feeling they'll say something or whatever. It's all good though. It's about time to say hasta la vista, baby. I'm gonna let you guys go, man. It's kind of hard to navigate while you work in the camera. Much love to everybody out there. I hope you enjoyed your stroll through the famous Knickerbocker Avenue. The famous Knickerbocker Avenue. See it right there. You already know what it is, man. Right now we on, what is it, Harmon? Himrod. We on Himrod and Knickerbocker. It's your boy Spank Dog, man. Salute. I'm out of here. Much love. I'll catch you guys later.